Okay, welcome to TST-BOCES Interlibrary Loan Schools tutorial. Today, in the fourth part of this tutorial, I just want to take a moment to do a few reminders and suggestions after you've filled a request or you've borrowed a request. So again, I'm going to log into my SCOOLS account and log in. And I am going to go to ILL responses. And one thing I wanted to show you today that's helpful is over here, there's this pull down box. And sometimes it's nice to be able to filter your request. So I do this often. I filter to open or filled. And that just gives me a list of my requests that I've opened or filled. I can also click down here to ILL's returned. And I don't have any returned to me yet, but this would show me a list of stuff that's coming back. So if you're wondering if a book's been out for a while and is it coming, then you can click over here to see if it's been returned. Now I'm going to go to open or filled again, and I'm going to go down to this book that's been out for a while, and it's a copy of Reached, and I sent this out a while ago. It's not quite due yet, but it will be due in a few weeks. So notice at the bottom again, there's more blue buttons highlighted that I can now work with after I filled a request. So the first one is Remind, and this is a helpful button in case the book is overdue. You can hit this button and it will bring up a screen where you can remind the person that this book you would like it returned, or maybe you need it back sooner. You could put a note in here that says I'd like to have it back sooner. So this is a helpful screen if you've sent something out and you'd like to remind them. Every once in a while you'll also get a request to maybe renew the book. Maybe they would like it longer, and that would be this button here. So they would request from you and you would actually have to renew the book. So that would bring up a screen again. And note that you can now do the same thing we did before with we filled the request, which is we could change the due date and then renew it. Okay, say this book had been returned to me. There's a third step after the book is returned that many users don't do when it comes back. So when the book gets returned from GST-BOCES, it will come back to me at TST-BOCES, and then I will send it back to you at the school. Besides checking this book into Destiny, you also need to log back into SCOOLS and receive it. This is helpful because you want to let the BOCES that's sending it back know that you finally got the book back when they've sent it back. And the other thing that's helpful down here is there's a note tab. So you could put in a note, say you wanted to say a note about maybe I need this book back right away. Could you possibly send it back? And then also the report lost. Hopefully that never happens, but it could get reported lost, and that's very unusual. And then I'd like to go back to my request, which I don't have any, so I'm going to switch here quickly to a different school. Who has a request in here? Okay, this book has been filled and sent here to Trumansburg Elementary. It's a book they actually requested from another TST-BOCES, or another BOCES in the school system, and they've actually received this book. It's been filled and sent. So as you can see down here, the status is filled. So when they get ready to return this book, they will need to go in and return the book. The same again, as you go to the record, it will show you options down here. And the other option is request renewal. So if you need the book longer, then you as the person who has the book needs to request the renewal. And then when you're ready to return it again, please hit return so the BOCES knows it's on the way back. And that's the quick interlibrary loan SCOOLS tutorial.